So we're talking about the #1 reason your e-commerce business is losing money right now. Right now in your store, if your sales process looks like this, then you need to watch this video until the end. You have impressions going out, maybe via Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, influencers, whatever it is. Those impressions leads to clicks to your website. These clicks yield a sale. This sale yields a confirmation email, and then that's it? Is that all you're doing? Okay, yeah, you gotta stay to the end. I'm gonna let you know right now, you're losing a ton of money. Videos for you, even if you're a complete beginner and you don't even have your beginning sales traffic, because this is still something that you're gonna need to have set in place for when you do. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm Hannah. I'm Hannah Gardner, if you wanted to know. I talk about e-commerce and digital marketing and a lot of like other like nerdy stuff. Let's get into it. Welcome back. I didn't mean to scare you. You're not a horrible business owner. Your business could still be thriving, and that's awesome, but you just need to be more thriving. Line, you can crush it way more than you're crushing it now, and I have experienced this because I've been working with a lot of small business owners, and some of their marketing tactics just like blow my mind. I'm like, how are you not doing this? And it's not their fault, they just simply don't know. And what that actually is having a follow-up process. Let me ask you a question. Actually, let me ask you a few questions. Do you know who your warmest traffic is right now? Do you know who is most likely to buy from you in the marketplace right now? If your mind just went to women 30 to 35, just had a newborn, don't know, lives in Arkansas, married, possibly has lower back problems from being pregnant. If your mind just went to some super specific demographic like that, it's good that you actually know your demographic, because trust me, a lot of people are very broad, and a lot of business owners don't even understand that part of it. If I went to something like that, then it's not right. Actually, your warmest traffic are people that, one, have already spent money with you and bought one of your products, and two, someone that has already made a micro commitment to your company by either giving you their name, their phone number, or their email address. So the second that someone does that in a sales process, they are starting a relationship with your business. And so what that means is that it is now your job to keep that relationship going so they buy from you time and time again. Wouldn't it be great and very comforting to know that every time you launch a new product in your store, you already have a full list of people that are ready to buy? And a lot of people are like, well, I have 200,000 followers on Instagram. I have 3,000 million zillion, Twitter followers. Yeah, that's really important and you got a lot of clout, but again, you don't own that data. Facebook owns your Facebook friends. Instagram owns your followers. It's not data that you own, and that can be taken away from you at any moment the second the algorithm changes, or social media freaking apocalypse happens or something. On top of that, people think that just because they have a bunch of followers on Instagram, it's like their business is gonna be thriving, and that's not true. I know people that have, tens of thousands of followers on Instagram, and they hardly can get one sale a day. So having followers and subscribers is not the same as having a relationship with future and current customers. And another thing that I just want to point out about social media is that social media is becoming a very, very competitive marketplace. People are becoming more and more desensitized to being sold to on social media, and that's why influencer marketing isn't working like how it used to work, 7 years ago. Now everybody's an influencer. Everybody has over 10,000 followers, and so you have to keep that in mind, is that if you think that your social media is like the end-all be-all and everyone loves your shit because you got a lot of followers, remember, you probably have 5 other competitors that sell a similar product and have a similar profile just like you. Now your business that's selling a very similar product to all your competitors, you're not the only one that's showing up in everyone's newsfeed. You know, a few years ago, the big thing was that everyone was making swimsuit lines and legging lines because athletic wear became very popular. So if you're selling something that's really generic, that's just like everybody else, remember, you have, you know, 50 million other people on Instagram that are working just as hard to grow their Instagram and make it just as good as yours to stand out on social media. So social media is a great avenue, but remember, the competition is fierce. So you have to now think of another way to form a relationship besides just your Instagram profile that makes your company show up in their mind when they're looking for that specific product time and time again. So how do you stand out in all the noise? I know what you do. You make a real life relationship with your real life customers and potential customers. You just do that, you're already ahead of the game of 90% of your competitors that don't know anything other than just posting a story on Instagram. So how do you make a real life relationship with your real life customers outside of the scope of social media? You have to have a follow-up system. Now, this can express itself in forms of email marketing, chatbot marketing. You could launch programs like an ambassador program, a VIP group, whatever it is, however you want to frame it. But you need to have some form of communication with your customers outside the scope of social media. One of the most basic forms to do this is by email marketing. It's actually crazy because I've worked with now like 4 small apparel companies that are really, they have a great product and they're selling a lot, but they've never sent an email to their list. I'm just like, for instance, one of my clients has an e-commerce store and he never really did any marketing via online. All of his sales were at doing festivals and concerts and stuff like that, but he was never translating all that data into something digital until he hired me. Basically, all I implemented for him was an ambassador program and email marketing, and I'm gonna just show you a screenshot really fast what happened to his analytics. So as you can see, the second we started launching emails and we started doing ambassador program stuff, like his numbers has just skyrocketed. Now he's at least averaging at least minimum around anywhere from 80 to like, you know, $300 a day on average, whereas before he couldn't even make consistent sales from day to day to day. It's crazy, like a lot of business are just not, they're underutilizing the traffic that they have already coming at them. And it's crazy because I could almost guarantee that my client, who has been in business for 5 years, if he was just collecting the thousands and thousands of impressions from his offline sales into something digital and doing a follow-up, his numbers on his e-commerce store I could almost guarantee that they would have been triple over these last 5 years, simply because he was just doing offline sales and he wasn't collecting any information to do email marketing. He has lost out on thousands and thousands of dollars in sales. Well, I'm gonna go into my computer right now and I'm gonna show you guys a few hacks of how I actually cultivate this tribe and how I'm able to keep this conversation going so that people are constantly being reminded about my client's brand.
Alright guys, so now I'm going to show you some hacks of some things, easy, quick changes that you can make to your store or your client's store to start building this relationship post-purchase. So one thing that I like to implement off the bat is adding a video to the thank you page once someone checks out and purchases. So one thing that a lot of people really miss with e-commerce is building a personal connection and having real life human beings resonate with real life human beings. And so when you do that and you add that feature into the customer experience, people grow even more loyalty to your brand when they feel like they know you on a personal level. And that's why people like Kylie Jenner or the Kardashians in general, have such successful brands because it's all through their personal brand. People don't buy from them because they think that their products are the best. They buy from them because of the soap opera sequence that exists with their life that they like to resonate with, all the little moments of truth that goes on in their reality that people like just cling to. And so the moral of the story is that real life human beings resonate with real life human beings. And when people feel like they know you, they are more likely to trust you. So that means that they're more likely to want to buy from you. And so one thing that you can actually implement right now in your business is you can come to the Shopify App Store, and there's this free app. It's called Easy Clip Post Checkout Videos. And what this actually is, it's a free like thank you page editor that allows you to put a video on your thank you page. And so this does a number of things. It allows you to introduce yourself. It allows you to thank this new customer for purchasing something from you on a personal level. And then you can also incorporate a call to action within the video. Now, this call to action is what I like to do is I like to have a call to action telling them that I just emailed them a surprise gift to their inbox. And that does a number of things as well that I'm going to talk about in a second. But just going back to the basics of the video, some things that you can do is not only thank them, but then you can also give a little background on yourself, maybe a little bit of a background on, your products or whatever it is, what made you to, start this company, whatever it is. Keep it relatively short because you want them, again, to know that you're sending them something special. You're sending them a piece of content. Maybe you're sending them an upsell. Maybe you're selling them an invite to an ambassador program. Whatever it is, the point is that you want to let them know that you're now sending them an email with some other value, and it's a surprise. So in order to get the surprise, they have to go to their email and open it. So that's the point of this video right here. And in order to be able to send an automation email to a first-time buyer, you're going to need some email hosting platform. If you don't already have MailChimp actually was like the go-to one that everyone used was Shopify, but MailChimp and Shopify just got in like a huge fight. So now MailChimp isn't available for Shopify anymore. That it ended on May 12th, but you still have a few other options. They're not necessarily free. There are free trials, but there's no platform right now that's really offering, from my knowledge, I don't know, there might be, you can do more research, a free membership up to a certain amount of email subscribers. So I have a few options in my description. Two that I really recommend is one called Klaviyo and the other one is called OmniSend. OmniSend has a free trial, a 14-day free trial, and then it's $16 per month. And you get everything that you need to set up the automations with the $16 a month, and you get up to 15,000. You can send out up to $15,000 emails a month, and that gets you up to 2,000 emails. So you can have 2,000 email subscribers, and I'm pretty sure that means that you can send out 15,000 emails. So you can try a free trial of OmniSend, and then also Klaviyo is another one. I'm not really sure. You can check the pricing here based off of where your business is. It looks like up to free. The first plan is $20 a month for 400 contacts, unlimited emails, support. So that's cool. So you just want to come in here and compare plans. I have the links in the descriptions. I work with both of them. They're pretty good. They send out, they have emails, they have email templates that you can work from. But remember, the goal of this landing page video is that you're now telling them to go check their email for this special surprise. And now you've built rapport, you maybe explained the brand story, you're growing loyalty, and now you're having a call to action for them to continue the conversation inside of their email. So now what this actually does, I'm going to show you my client's abandoned checkout email, or not my abandoned checkout email. I'm going to show you one of my clients that I implemented this for, and what they get sent to their inbox. And you can make up your own sequence of whatever you want. You can do an email sequence of like a soap opera sequence. If you don't know what soap opera sequences are, I would do a little research on Russell Brunson's soap opera sequence and soap opera sequence email sequences. I can make another video on it. But it's just keeping the conversation going for as long as possible. Let me pull up my clients real quick. So this is my client's email autoresponder, which is hosted in MailChimp. MailChimp, I don't have the link in the description for MailChimp because MailChimp doesn't like integrate anymore with Shopify. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. We just got grandfathered in. But if you have MailChimp now, that's awesome. So what we have happening right now, we have this campaign sending, and this is sending to first time customers only. So if somebody has purchased from us before, they're not going to get this email. This is only thanking first time customers. So they see the video and then they're going to get um, this email goes to their inbox automatically. So far, we've had 112 people have got this email sent. 69 of these people open, which that's a really, really high click-through rate, and 25 people have actually clicked the call to action within the email. And so I'm going to show you actually what this email is. So the email that they're actually getting, this is for a brand called Arizoniacs. It's so in the video it was like get your special gift, right? So now what that actually does is it gets people looking forward to opening your content. So email marketing, a lot of people are saying that like email marketing is dead, blah blah blah. It's not necessarily dead. It's just that you're not giving a reason to like get people to open your content. And so when you're giving a CTA, like we did in the video, remember, and we're telling them to go check their email because we were sending them a special surprise, just making that one little adjustment in that communication process, it's now getting people accustomed to looking forward to your content. So now the next time I send them an email, they're not just going to disregard it because they know it's just another spam email from another business. Now they're actually looking for it and they're looking to open it because they know that there's going to be some value inside of it. So in this email, as you can see, where the offer that we're offering is for them to join our ambassador program. So these are new time customers that just bought, and now we're offering them a place to become a brand ambassador. And as a brand ambassador, you get 50% off all purchases, exclusive discounts and giveaways, features on our social media, access to our private group, and a new Arizona family. And so when they press become an ambassador here, that actually gets them to subscribe to our chatbot. And inside the chatbot, if you don't know what chatbots are, it's messenger bots. So it's another thing that you can get people to subscribe to where you have the right to send them direct messages through Facebook Messenger. Essentially, what happens is when I press this button, it sends me to a chatbot and it gets me to apply for the ambassador program. And then I get directed to a Facebook group, which then cultivates a tribe of loyal customers that you now have gained social media real estate because they're part of this Facebook group. And if you know anything about Facebook groups, is that every single time something happens within the inside of the group, all the members are notified when someone posts or someone comments on their post. And so now they're constantly seeing Arizoniacs show up on their Facebook page because they have now joined our ambassador program. There's a lot of other things that go into running a successful ambassador program and how you actually, launch an ambassador program. I have a link in the description below. It's actually I have a full masterclass on how you can launch your own ambassador program and how you can, really be successful with it. Or you can sell an ambassador program to your e-commerce client, and you can sell this program to them from anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a month, plus a retainer fee to manage the ambassador program. So if you're interested in learning on how to actually do an ambassador program correctly, you can click that link below and join the masterclass and sign up for the masterclass. But ultimately, the goal for that video is to have a call to action that sends them to their email. So this doesn't have to be an ambassador program. This could be a sequence. It could be your soap opera sequence. It could be another call to action that's different from this. It could be an upsell. It could be a downsell. Whatever it is, you can be as creative as you want. It just has to be some form of value where people are like looking forward to seeing your content and, actually want to open that email instead of just putting it in their trash folder. So this one little change to your e-commerce store. Hopefully some light bulbs are going off with the amount of things that you can do in getting people to subscribe to your email list or your chatbot or whatever it is. I have some other videos as well on how to basically grow your email list in my YouTube video, and I can put a card up here so you can check out that video. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions at all, this is just one of my really, really most recommended tips, something that's relatively easy and cheap to do to your business right now. And again, if you do want to learn about ambassador programs and how to launch an ambassador program from start to finish, make sure you check out that link in my description and you can sign up for that masterclass. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon.